Do not skip, watch this very closely. You're going to regret ignoring the Bonk meta video that I'm about to do, okay? This is the next wave of 1000x gains and it's already forming, but it's only at the start. So right now, while the crowd is still chasing dead charts and dead narratives, I'm gonna dive into 8 tiny Bonk microcaps that are insanely early, okay? They're completely overlooked and they're primed for explosive upside. These coins right now are riding the most viral meme narrative on Solana, and this is exactly where $1 million plays are gonna be born. I'm also gonna show you which coins I've divested from and which Bonk meta tokens I'm gonna double down on, and why this trend is just getting started. Do me a favor, press that like button, leave a comment please, subscribe, let's get on to it, no time to waste today, very important show. Here we are, my friends, on Dune. Before I get to the charts, very important to understand this. Dune lets us understand the analytics on Bonk. So this is the Bonk alpha wallets. Top traders have already made upwards of $2.5 million. People like 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛𝗛𝗃, for example, right here. And there's a ton of people that have made 800, 900, $1 million, etc. I'm just saying this because even probably the founders haven't cashed out that much money when it comes to the revenue made by their platform. But we still haven't seen traders pull 10 million, 50 million, 20 million, etc. So it's still early days. Like there's a ton of room here for all a lot of these memes to grow. You may think 2 million is a lot, but when it comes to meme coins, it really isn't. Let's start off with our trade that we nailed today, which is Shio, which I actually doubled down. I even grabbed some more today early on. So Shio pumped quite a lot. It went all the way to 600k market cap, then corrected, and we do have some resistance here, but resistance has been broken. So when it continues now, I think it's just gonna go straight to all-time high because I don't see any sort of like important resistance right here in the middle. All-time highs is like 2.5 million, but if we plot a trend fib based extension, the top, the 1.6 fib extension is right around 4 million market cap, okay? Very close to 4 million market cap. And then the 2.6 fib extension, which usually these memes also tend to hit, is 6.19 million market cap. And I would advise you to do is offload 20 to 30% here, and maybe what I'm thinking about doing is another 30 to 40% probably at the 2.6 fib line extension, which is 6 million. So, you know, right around 4 million, 3.79 million, and then 6.19 million are my take profit targets when it comes to Shio. It's looking great. The community is farming, and I think this one has a ton of potential when it comes to the Bonk meta. Very small, tiny market cap, but a lot of potential. Then we have useless. Useless, very important to understand, started correcting. This means whales, and a lot of these traders that made a lot of money on useless, I sold it too early, sadly. They're gonna start putting some of their liquidity into the smaller market caps like Shio, and like the next one that I'm gonna talk about, which is 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛𝗃. 𝗘𝗫𝗃 already started pumping. Look, it had an initial pump right to 6 million, very similar to what we might see with some of these other smaller market caps. It then corrected back to 2, just went sideways, and now exploded to 20 million market cap. I'm looking for a 𝗘𝗫𝗃𝗃 entry right around 8.79 million market cap. Why? We had resistance here twice. It got tapped in the beginning of June, number 1 and number 2 days, 1st and 2nd, I mean. And then we also had resistance here on the 4th of July and 5th of July. Very strong resistance here. So I think this would be like the perfect support where I think the chart can bounce and maybe put in something like a V-type shape recovery. But this one's doing very well. Cool meme, 𝗘𝗫𝗃𝗃 the pump. Also, I think based off of some social media dockline or whatever. Then we have Hoso. Hoso is now bouncing off of that 0.78 trend line fib based extension as predicted. I thought it was going to bounce here. Okay, it can actually pull a little bit deeper and come into this previous resistance right here at 45 million market cap. That's actually possible. So I haven't entered anything in Hoso yet, but if it goes to 45 million, the profits that I made, I might rotate them and add a little bit more into Hoso so I can increase my bags. Basically, if it goes to 45 million, I'm going to be able to almost double my Hoso here. For the bounce, I do think it's going to hit the 1.6 fib line extension, so 100 million market cap. Don't forget, when you plot these trend-based fib line extensions, the 1.6 fib tends to get hit more often than not. Same thing goes for Shio. Like, that's why I don't consider anything within this range when it comes to the fib line extension. This is like just the initial pump. The actual extension, the overextension, the first one is the 1.6 and then the 2.6. Same thing goes for Hoso. The 1.6 is 100 million. The 2.6 is going to be 160, 150, but you know, the difference between 100 and 150 really is not that much, let's be honest. We're talking like, you know, another extra 50% pump. Would you risk an extra 50% extension when it could actually correct as well? I don't think so. Then, my friends, we have 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏 was actually a very big fumble I did. Remember we had that initial Bonk pump, and then I was looking for an entry right around 2 million. The resistance broke, and I thought, it's dead. I never checked the chart. It actually just went sideways at 800, 700k for quite a while, like basically a month. And anyone had like plenty of time on 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to accumulate. Very good meme, well made. Essentially broke resistance here. We had resistance and at 6 million market cap, it broke it, turned into support here, and overextended to 30 million market cap. To me, the perfect entry is still 5.95 or 6 million market cap, right around here, maybe a little bit higher. What I'm planning to do is just drag some limit orders on 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏, link down below in the description. Best platform to catch a lot of these meme coins and trade them. So drag those limit orders and just stack them there and wait for them to get hit. So this is what I'm going to do. Copy. You don't even need to paste. The entire platform already sees what you copied. So you just have to click here. Okay. Look at this. Average top 10 holder entry. It gives you the average entry. So whatever the average top 10 holder entry, it's usually very good support. Okay, very good support. So I do think it's going to come back to the average top 10 holder entry, or very close, at least very close. So I just plan on coming here, buy the dip, and scooping some, say minus 55, even minus 60. I don't think it's actually going to go into the average top 10 holder entry, but just slightly above. I think a minus 52% entry is probably a good entry. Then, my friends, we have 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏𝗃. I'm looking. This is a weird looking chart, I'm not gonna lie. What I'm planning to do is, if it bounces off this 1.24 million market cap line, which is where we had all this resistance and also some support, I'll wait. Let me just draw, it's easier. I think it's gonna do this, and then I need to see a second touch. That's what I want to see. So a W type formation. Charts that just do this type of weird straight up parabola, like putting in these V-shaped style recoveries, very harsh, and they print these like W type formations. If I see the W start forming, to me, like the second entry, I feel safer in entering, because I don't know, like, is this thing like gonna go deeper, like back into 400k or something like that. I want to see like a W type formation when it comes to 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. But this is a pretty good meme, you know, it's Bonk related, whatever. I think it's a good meme. Then we have Tuski. Tuski, look, if you don't have any, which I accumulated some yesterday, I think between 347, 343, and 252, this is like a good place to grab some Tuski. This is like a very famous WeChat Chinese meme. I think this is very good. I still think Shio is better than Tuski for one reason. Like, the Chinese memes have not pumped all cycle. Where's the Chinese trading meme coins? Like, are they here? I think it's a myth. So does it have potential? Yeah, I think like close to 2 million market cap is a good take profit. And I do think it's possible for it to go there because it's a good meme. But this is where I'm looking to enter. I'm still bullish Tuski, by the way. And I think when it comes to the lower market caps on Bonk, it's still one of the best. But to me, 2 million market cap would be a good exit strategy for it. So essentially like almost a 10x trade. Then we have Lubu. I'm going to be completely honest. I sold my Lubu at a small loss today. And let me tell you where I put the money and why I sold Lubu. Sadly, this is a pump fund coin. Right now, they're extremely weak. I know it's at support, and I know this is not like a good place to sell because it's probably going to bounce. But here's what I need to see on Lubu to re-enter. Break this resistance right here and then retouch. On the retouch, that's when I'm going to re-enter my Lubu. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I follow the green candles. I follow the metas. I do not care. I'm going to always follow the metas. The meta right now is Bonk. This is not part of Bonk, so I'm out because I think there's better stuff to trade. But where did I put my Lubu money? I put it in Invest, okay? Dog Invest. I told you guys I was going to buy this. The chart just traded sideways right there at resistance at 1.5, 1.47 million market cap. It pumped, hit resistance, and now I think it's going to correct. Okay, to me, this is like a good place to accumulate. Right between 3 and 2.19, which is this support. I think it's going to probably come here and then bounce, stay here a little bit, struggle, and then go into new all-time highs territory, print a huge-shaped style recovery, cup and handle, and then continuation. That's what I think is going to happen, or something like this. I like this meme. I told you guys I was going to enter. I started accumulating here, and as it keeps going lower, all the way to 2.19, I'm going to accumulate. My exit strategy is, if it comes to 1.47 again, I'm out. I'll just sell. If you want to trade these coins, and if you want to join my private group, you have to sign in on 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏. There's a link down below. It's the best platform to trade anything on chain. You see average top 10 holders entries. You have your exit strategy. Every time you enter something, you can take profits immediately. You can set your take profits. You can set your stop losses. Oh, I want to stop loss if it goes 35% below, but I don't want to sell 100%. I want to sell 60%. Okay, you can do that. Amount 60%, stop loss, trigger minus 35. Oh, and then I want to take profits just in case I'm sleeping and it goes up to 120%. I want to take half my bag. There you go. Amount 50%, take profits to 120%. Bam, exit strategy. And also, the only platform when it comes to trading memes where you can have your take profits here on sell at whatever percentage. You can also set them here instead of your exit strategy. But here's the key. Trailing stop losses. No other platform has trailing stop losses, and just regular stop losses, but you can also do them on the buy button here on the exit strategy. But you know, if you want to click sell and just, okay, I want to set my stop loss here manually because I prefer to do it here, you can also do it here. But trailing stop losses no one else has. And you also have P&Ls, like you can do custom P&Ls. So, you know, they just share their 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 custom P&L drop. You can put GIFs of Mourinho, of whatever you want every time you have a custom P&L and share it on social media, which is quite fun. Anyways, this was the show. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm very bullish. A lot of these coins, still extremely bullish Hoso, still extremely bullish Shio. I think Shio is going to pump a lot. I might enter useless if I see a deep correction with like proper size. I mean like 6 figures, but I need to see like a proper correction on this. I think Tuski also has a ton of potential. Lubu, sorry, I sold you at support, but I think Invest might pump hard. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow with more updates. Let me know in the comments if there's any other coins you guys want me to talk about, okay? Thank you very much. Bye.